Because that's usually how this goes. Okay. I'm going to do the one that's not mine first, actually. It's called 14 Lines from Love Letters or Suicide Notes by Doc Lubin. 1, don't freak out. 2, we both knew this was coming for a long time. 3, I've been staying awake at night wondering if I should tell you. 4, I bought the kind of crackers you can eat. They are in the hall cupboard. 5, now that we've watched all the episodes of True Blood, I don't know what else to do next. 6, I always imagined this would happen without warning, like suddenly on an ocean cliffside, but this kind of thing we're waiting for the time to be right would just mean you'd be waiting forever. 7, I've just been too afraid for too long. 8, I came home on Thursday and found all of the chairs that I own stacked in a tower in the center of my kitchen. I don't know how long they've been like that, but I could be the only one who did it. It's like the kind of thing a ghost might do to prove to the living that he's still there. I'm haunting my own apartment. 9, my grandmother was still alive when I was 5 years old, and she asked me to check to see if the iron was hot enough yet. So I pressed my hand against it, and it was red and screaming for hours. 25 years later, she would still sometimes apologize in the middle of a conversation. I feel so bad about making you touch the iron, she'd say, as though it just happened. I can't imagine how we forgive ourselves for all the things we didn't say until it was too late. But how else do you tell if something is hot but to touch it? 10, I keep imagining my furniture in your apartment. 11, I wonder how many times this will get on Facebook, or how many likes this will get on Facebook. 12, my dad used to tell me the same joke, but I can't remember the punchline. 13, I was 8 years old, and it took 3 weeks to gather everything that I would need to be Batman. Rope, boomerang, a Mardi Gras mask with the beads cut off. I couldn't find a cave near my house, so I buried them in a bundle under the ivy. For years I tried to find the spot again. The ivy grew too fast. I searched in so many spots, it seemed impossible that I had missed one. But I never found it. How can something be there and not be there at the same time? How do we forgive ourselves for all the things we didn't become? 14, I've never had the courage to buy bright green sheets. I wanted them, but the thought they were too brash. Even with no one but me to see them, I bought the set yesterday and put them on my bed. I knew you would like them. This one is about my mom. Some of you have probably heard it. She has early onset dementia, so that's what this is about. It happened so slowly in the beginning. I think that's why we really never noticed. It was mid-September when you told me the house was haunted, that the pictures of your childhood that hung so perfectly streamlined down the long hallway suddenly went missing, and how they would turn up under your pillows or in the coffee cups you drank your morning coffee in. And you would laugh about how at least the ghost has a sense of humor. And I should have been worried then, but it wasn't until the moving boxes came and you could no longer describe your mother's face or father's laughter to me, for they had already been packed away and moved to a forwarding address you couldn't remember long enough to give me. That I began to realize the house you spent your whole life in was falling apart at the hinges. The walls you painted as a child now faded a sun-washed version of what they were once, but as beautiful as they ever had been, just no longer strong enough to hold anything old or new on them, and it left us both feeling condemned. Because I remember you telling me when the lights started to flicker and the eviction notice came, you were scared of forgetting who I was or my name because you were the one who gave it to me. And I told you I could remember for the both of us. For when we end the same way we started, two perfect strangers who share so much love, I will always leave my light on so you can always find your way back to me.